viewers, you're welcome to your favorite program, Nurseikashow, and I am your favorite host, Nurseika. In the comment section of our last video, we realized that stress was one of the most prevalent reasons why many of us could not get good sleep at night. Therefore, we decided to bring you, our favorite people, this video on stress. In today's video, we will be looking at what is stress, we'll be looking at what are some of the causes of stress. Then we'll be looking at how to identify that you or your loved one or your family member is under stress. And then we'll be looking at the complications of stress on your health. Then in our subsequent videos, we'll be looking at stress management or tips on managing stress. Now, what is stress? You know, every day we talk about stress here, stress there, emotional stress, physical stress. What exactly is stress? Stress is your body's response to any physical or emotional event. You understand? So, as humans, in our day-to-day lives, we are bound to experience stress. We are bound to experience activities or events that will cause us stress. Now, stress are caused by stressors. What is a stressor? A stressor is any physical or any psychological event or even idea or even thought that can cause a negative emotion in you. Based on this, we would say there are two types of stress. We have the acute stress and we have the chronic stress. Now, for the acute stress, this is stress that lasts for over a few days and a few weeks. And after the stressor is removed, that is, after the event that is causing the stress is removed, the person goes back to his or her normal form. On the other hand, we have the chronic stress. This is stress that lasts for more than a few weeks, up to months, and even years. Now, I want us to remember that acute stress can become chronic if not properly managed. Therefore, the need why we need to learn these stress management techniques or tips. Okay, what are some of the things that can cause us stress in our day-to-day lives? We can have physical stress. Maybe you're caused by your environment, caused by the happenings around you. Socioeconomic factors can cause you stress as a human being. We can also have emotional stress. We can have psychological stress or stress from maybe losing your job, losing a loved one, losing a part of your body. All of those can cause us stress as individuals. How do we then identify that we are under stress? Now, these tips are going to help not just you, but your loved ones and your family members, such that when you see them, you will be able to know that, okay, this person is under stress, and then you will know what to do. You may realize that in the past few days or weeks, the person suffers from forgetfulness. Minute things that ordinary people could remember or they could remember in the past, you realize that they begin to forget them so easily. For example, imagine you're called up in class, you were not concentrating on what the teacher was teaching and you are just suddenly called up to answer an equation. You know, you can forget, even if they ask you, what is your name? I've seen situations, you can forget what your name is. That is because of acute stress. You also realize that for some people, they can suffer from constipation, while others will have diarrhea. Once they are under stress, they feel the urge or the need to go to the restroom. You can also realize that you can have increased activity or increased anxiety. So for some people, they become hyperactive, while others just go into their quiet area, what we call depression. So they can go into depression or they can become anxious. And then acute stress can also make you to realize that you can have decreased sexual drive or decreased libido. You can also find out that for some people, you have the urge to eat more while others totally lost their appetite. Okay, now you can also realize that when you are under stress, for some people, they have chronic headaches, others will have serious neck pains or jaw pains, what many of us term as nerves. You hear many people say, nerves, I have nerves. That's stress. So now, what are some of the complications of this stress to your health? The normal phenomenon of stress is that it causes your mind to be on a constant alert, and you have an increased pulse and your muscles are constantly tense. If this prolongs for a long time, that's a chronic stress, you can realize that you start developing issues with your blood pressure. You have elevated blood pressure. You can have heart problems or cardiac problems. You see that you can also have diabetes. You can become obese for those who have stress and they eat a lot. You can suffer from obesity. And then some people can also suffer from what we call anorexia. You become very lean or very thin, rapid loss of weight. So you can have all of those if you're under stress. For today, we are going to end here. Thank you very much for watching. In our subsequent video, we are going to tell you on the tips. We are going to educate you on tips to manage stress before you can contact maybe your doctor if it gets out of hand. So we'll just tell you tips, because remember that stress is part of our daily lives. If you've not yet liked this video or you've not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so. And thank you very much. I remain your favorite host, Nurse Ika. Thank you. Bye-bye.